16. Verse 5. And he said, in peace I have come to sacrifice to the Lord. Consecrate yourself and come to the sacrifice. So Samuel went to the house of Jesse. Then it came about when they entered that they looked at Eliab and thought, surely this is the Lord's anointed before him. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at the appearance. This whole verse is about that God has anointed for him a king. Number one, God is sovereign, God is good, God is powerful. There's no fault in him. He's perfect in all his ways. And God has designed man to live with him. God has designed man to be dependent upon God. David was a shepherd's boy. He had brothers that were in the army. They were qualified, they were trained. They went through the training. They went through the process. They were capable of anything. But what seems right for you, it might not seem right to God. Amen? Amen. 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 What seems perfect for you, it might not seem perfect to God. And David was in the field. The prophet was sent to the house of Jesse. I've chosen the house of Jesse to anoint myself a king this day. And Jesse, he went to go fetch all his good sons, the qualified ones, the ones that look good, the ones that look awesome, wonderful. Can I tell you a secret? If you are not qualified in society today, if you are not good looking or you have not success in your life, they don't look at you. Amen. I said they don't look at you. Amen. And they thought Jesus is going to come on a chariot, a white horse, clothed with glory, clothed with majesty. But he came on a donkey. He was born in a manger. He was the lowest, but he was the King of Kings. Amen. I said he was the Lord of Lords. Amen. He didn't need any introduction, because the stars of heaven announced him. The angels appeared unto the shepherds and said, today there will be a king. And the prophet was sent to the house of Jesse, anoint for me a king. And Jesse saw all his good sons, the wonderful ones, the capable ones. But God disqualified all of them. And God said, do not look at the appearance. Do not look at who they are. For I'm looking at the heart. I don't care how perfect he is. I don't care how much he has achieved. I don't care who they are. But I look at the heart of man. I look beyond. We don't know what David did. But I can tell you what he did. While he was busy with the shepherd. While he was busy with the flocks. He was singing praises to God. He was worshiping the God where father and mother was not around. Where the brothers was in the training. He was dancing naked before God. And that approved him. That qualified him before the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Sometimes you want man's approval. Sometimes you want to be seen of men. You want your boss to notice you. But they will never take notice of you, because the Bible says promotion comes first from the Lord. Amen. It is God that will work in his heart to promote you. I've learned in this life not to look at the appearance of man, not to seek the favor of man. If you live right with God, God will give you favor with man. Amen. God will give you favor with your neighbor. God will give you favor with heaven. And And David didn't even care that he had favor with his father, with his brothers. But he had someone else's favor.
Amen.
The invisible God, the creator of the heavens and the earth, the King of kings and the Lord of lords. God disqualified all of them. God cancelled all of them. You see, sometimes you think you are the one, you are not the one. You think you can do it on your own. God has designed you to be dependent upon Him. And with God you can do all things. I said with God you can do all things.
Amen.
And they said, all the sons passed to the last one. The old father forgot about David because he was not normal. Maybe he was not a church goer, but he was a worshiper.
Amen.
Maybe he was not doing everything according to the book, but he pleased someone else. He pleased God. Amen.
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 And in the season, God is looking for man and a woman that will be fully dependent upon Him, that will realize and recognize to themselves, I can't do without God. I dare not live my life without God. Amen.
Amen.
And they said, go fetch David. We will not sit down with him. And they said, come. When he came in, he was a shepherd's boy. And today the service is glorious elevation, miraculous elevation. What am I saying today? Maybe no one took notice of you. Maybe you've been always last in your life, at the back. Everyone is first. When you try to come, you're always last. But when you please God, He'll change you.
Amen.
I said He'll change you.
Amen.
He can change the story for His glory. He can turn your crisis into a miracle for Him. He's God. And David was called. He came in. And God said, this is a one. Because the eyes of the Lord run through and through upon the surface of the earth. It's running upon the earth. God is looking for a man and a woman that will worship Him in spite of sin, in spite of pain, in spite of problems. They will worship Him. In the good times, in the bad times, they will sing praises to God. They will serve Him. They will seek after God. David was a good candidate because he was not the man pleaser. Sometimes you want to please man than God. You want to please wife, husband, brother, sister. We want to please them. But where we're supposed to get the most important hand of approval, and there is a mighty hand of God upon our life.
Amen.
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 I've learned many years ago not to follow the crowd. Because everyone are running, because this one are running. Everyone are flying that way, because this one are going that way. But I've learned to follow the cloud, to follow God's calling. Amen?
Amen.
And can I tell you something? The book of Psalm 23 says, the Lord is my shepherd. He's the one that leads us and guides us. He's the one that grooms us and teaches us. He's the God that saves us. And God was looking for a king. I don't know how many people in that time was upon the earth, but I can tell you thousands that God found one, a shepherd's boy. A shepherd's boy that looking after the sheep, a one that had God's heart, not even good looking, not even perfect, qualified. When he went to face Goliath, he was not trained. He took his stick and he took his stone, and with God, that Goliath was brought down.
Amen.
He knew only what he knew. Maybe he was not in the school of actors, maybe not in the university, not qualified, but he had something valuable. He had something that helped him in every area of his life. My brother and my sister, and there is a hand of God. There is a divine hand of Jehovah the divine hand of power, the divine hand of miracles, the divine hand of favor. I can explain how the blind see, the deaf hear, the lame walk. All I know, I can tell you, my brother, it is done. It is a mighty hand of Jesus. I can explain how things are happening. All I can tell you, it is the word of the Lord. They are manifested in full display. And that is the power of God. David overnight, from a shepherd boy came a king. And his brothers that looked down on him, his family that looked down on him, they became his servants.
Amen.
Because when God chooses you, when God decides to elevate you, no man can stop it. Not even the devil can stop it. When God chooses to bless your life, your house, the atmosphere will respond. The earth will speak on your behalf. The heavens will shout for joy. And this is what I want to enter my new year with God.
Amen.
Everything will become possible. I will walk in unlimited miracles. My life will be a life of productivity. I will see the hand of God. But it starts with God. I walk and move with Him. I talk with Him. I live with Him. And David was chosen by his father to look after the sheep. Can I tell a secret? He did his job very well.
Amen.
He conquered it. How is it possible a shepherd's boy gets heaven's attention upon his life? He did something that many didn't do. People are doing things that everyone must see. They feed the people everyone must see. Put the pictures, do. I want to be seen, I want to be seen. I don't care. As long as He sees me. I don't care about the rest. When I cry at night, when I lay before the Lord, I don't care who sees me. People don't need to see me. As long as they see God.
Amen.
As long as they see Jesus. As long as they see the miraculous, the supernatural.